Hey there, everybody. If you are not seeing great conversions on your website where your visitors that are coming are just bouncing right off again, or you aren't seeing leads or sales being generated, it could be because you have one of these 5 simple little missteps. I'm never going to say mistakes or anything because it's just little tweaks that you can make that might help improve that conversion. So my name is Robin with Shine Pages. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I am just all about helping people shine online. And I just know that your business and what you have to offer is too important and too special to have a website that's not really fully reflecting that. I want to see you truly shine. So today I'm going to go over 5 little missteps that may be causing you not to have the conversions that you should have, and how to fix those. So I'm going to show you an example website that has some of these missteps included, and then we'll talk through them and show how you might be able to kind of tweak some things to help improve your website overall. All right, let me go ahead and show my screen here. Okay, great. I'm going to just make it bigger. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Okay, so I have this picture of me up here. This is just a sample website that I mocked up really quickly together. It's just the homepage. But too often, this is what I see on other people's sites. And so I wanted to, again, share 5 tips for you to help improve your overall conversions and kind of fix some of these little missteps. So I have them written down here. Number 1, it's just too many times I see the focus of a website being all about you, the business owner. And really, the focus should be all about your customer, your ideal client, who it is that you serve. So as you can see here, there's a lot of language here, and every one of these words or sentences starts with I or me or my. Those are phrases and those are words that you should try to minimize on your site. And truly, if you're speaking to someone else, what word would you use? You would use the word you. So you want to really try to incorporate more of the word you. This is how you can help improve. This is how you can change this. This is how you can, look this stylish, or your home can be this way, or, your business can grow in this way. You want to use the word you and your and make the focus shifted away from all about you and your certifications and your knowledge and your business. Of course, there's a place for that. You might want to add some of those certifications or experiences, etc., maybe in your about page, but certainly on your home page, when the first page people are coming to, you want to make sure that the focus is not all about you, but it is truly about how you can help them. So what is it that they are looking for? What is it that they need in their life? How can you help your ideal customer, your client, that person that you serve? So shifting the focus away from you to your client, that's tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2, just too much text overall. This is just, people don't come to websites to read blocks and blocks of text. It's better if you can keep things short and snappy. You want to have headlines. You want to have boxes, maybe with some images and some text. You want to have buttons. You want to have bullet points. You don't want to have long blocks of text like this, especially at the top of your site. If there is more information for people to learn about you, that's great. It might be that you have a short little blurb and then a button or a link of text that says read more. And it takes them to another section of the page or another page altogether where they can get that full information. But again, it should be there if people want to dig for it, but it shouldn't be the first thing you present people, because again, they're going to think, this is a lot of work. I don't want to have to come in and have to read all of this stuff on a website. If they want to, make it available for them on, a lower page or lower down on a page. But certainly, again, toward the upper top part of your site, you want to decrease the amount of blocks of text, and you want long streaming blocks of text. You instead want to do boxes of text, visuals with images, visuals with color blocking, You want to do buttons, and you want to do, bullet points, things like that, short and snappy. So number 2 is keep your text smaller and not long streaming boxes of text. Okay. Third misstep that I'm noticing here on this site, there is no call to action button. So when your visitors first arrive on your site, if they don't know where to go next or what to do next, they're probably not going to do anything. So in most cases, you would want to have a call to action button, at least one, but more preferably 2 calls to action buttons, one in the upper right corner of your header, and then another one here in this main header section that, again, both of them are going to lead to the exact same thing, whether that is to sign up for a mailing list to get a freebie on your part, to get a free training, to learn more, to shop, any of those great calls to action. You want to make sure you have clearly defined buttons that are easy to see, easy to notice, up in your upper right corner, and again, ideally in as well in your hero section right here. Okay, so having call to action buttons is tip number 3. Tip number 4. A misstep is just not having a, like a headline, a mission statement, a clear definition of who it is that you serve and how you help them. So that, again, when people land on your homepage, they know exactly, oh yes, this is for me. This is a site that's going to help me. This is going to either give me a product that's going to enhance my life in some way or solve some problem that I might have. So anytime you want a clear, concise headline statement that talks to, again, your ideal client, exactly who they are, speak to them as if you are speaking in person to a friend that you can tell, I do this for this type of person. This is who I help. I help you do this. And so that is the type of statement that will grab the attention of people, that will make them feel like they are in the right place. And then that's going to encourage them to want to read on and to learn more. So again, on your homepage, especially above the fold, so this hero section right here, this is where you're going to want to have that headline that speaks exactly to your ideal client and tells them that A, you know who they are, B, you can solve their problem or provide them with something that they want. So again, that clear call to action statement, that is tip number 4. And then number 5 is there's just too many choices overall here. So that's another misstep. Not only not having a call to action button in your header itself, here there's just way too many menu items in this menu. When people don't know what to do or where to go, they will often not go anywhere. So again, you want to ideally keep the number of items that you are displaying here at a maximum of maybe 5 menu items up in the top menu. So the top navigation, you may have more pages than that on your website. And so some of those might be where it's a drop-down menu from a top navigation menu. You might have some drop-downs, or it just might be sub-pages that they're going to get to after they land on another page. So again, we want to call out the most important pages to your clients. Typically, that's going to be a home, an about, a services, and a contact. So those are kind of the main pages that you might need if you're a service-based provider, obviously. So just keep some thought onto how you can just narrow down the number of choices overall that you have in your menu and just make it nice and tight so that, again, when people want to find more information, they can. It might be there. You have those sub pages. But again, that top navigation, make it clear. Where do you want them to go? What do you want them to do? Tell them you're speaking exactly to them. Tell them that you can help them in some sort of way. And that is going to improve your website overall. So I hope those 5 tips helped. Again, number 1, don't make it all about you, your qualifications, your experience, who you are. You do want to share that somewhat, again, ideally on an about page, because you do want to have people know, like, and trust you. However, you also want to make sure that you have it all about them. So change the words I to you, talk to your ideal client. That's number 1. Number 2, shorten your text overall. short, snappy bullet points, blocks, headers, use colors, use buttons, use, paragraph and bullet points. Number 3, make sure you have your calls to action up in the corner, also in the hero section. Number 4, you want a clear headline, tells people exactly what you do for them and that you know who they are. And number 5 is don't give them too many choices up here in the menu. I'll add a 6th little tip. Make sure that any image that you have, this one's kind of clear, just make sure it's a nice clear image. If you have a professional photo shoot and can do that, fantastic. If you don't, I would recommend replacing a home photo like this with one that you intentionally have taken with your iPhone. iPhones are fine, iPhones are great, but just use a little bit more of intention behind it. Dress in your brand colors or have a background that matches whatever it is you do and your brand colors. So one last little tip for you. But anyway, I hope those 5 tips help, and I can't wait to see you shine online. Thanks so much.